Hey Facebook, just want to come in real quick with a quick video to share with you all about something that was just placed on my heart. I was sitting here and I was thinking about over the last few months actually what's been going on, some things that have been going on in my life, and some things that I have just been trying to figure out and come clean with, and me trying to figure it out, me trying to fix it, me trying to come up with a solution on my own. Is that I've realized that I couldn't fix it, I couldn't get it together, I couldn't do it on my own. And it was not until I realized, okay, if I can't, I'm obviously trying to work with just me and the things that I have been given, and it seems like for some reason, even if I do accomplish a thing, it doesn't feel right. And what I realized is that there was times in me trying to progress and trying to move forward and trying to accomplish these things that I have going on, which is, I have my hands in several things that it didn't, something felt missing. And I realized that it was me being in my own way, it was me trying to figure out, it was me trying to fix it, it was me trying to come up with a solution. And in the midst of me doing that, I was feeling exhausted, I was feeling like I didn't have anything else to give and anything else to pour out. And it wasn't until I was sitting and I was in prayer and I was just asking God to just show me what it is that I'm doing wrong, or where is it that I need to go? Is there someone I need to consult or whatever? And he was, and the whole time he was just telling me was to just be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I have you. Stop looking at your circumstances or looking at what you think it may turn out to be, and just trust me and just know who I am in your life. And then it wasn't until I decided, he was just like, all I want is your yes. And so I was just like, okay, I'm going to push myself a little further and really step out on faith in a lot of things and just give God my yes. When I gave him my yes, I started to notice a lot of doors started to open up for me. I started to experience peace and love on a whole different level. I started to realize, I learned to kind of be more open-minded than what I once was when it comes to people and relating with them. And the whole time I was sitting here thinking, like, I was in my own way. I was standing in my own way. I was the one that was trying to be, I guess, the God of my own life, trying to be the one that fixed it. And don't get me wrong, he does give us the authority to speak to mountains, they'll be removed. He does give us the authority to manifest things in our life, and that's what I've been doing. But I think sometimes he also wants us to really rely on him and know that he's going to work it out, especially of those things that are out of our control. If he doesn't tell us to move, we don't need to move. If he doesn't tell us to go a certain place, we don't need to go. If we feel that there's something or someone that we need to cut off, we need to cut them off. Because what they're doing is that they're being a distraction to you. They're causing you to not move forward in your life and in your purpose and in your destiny where you're trying to go. So in the midst of me just giving God my yes, I just surrendered. I just say, okay, God, you handle it, you take care of it. Give me a spiritual ear so I can hear from you, so that I can have a discernment on where to go, where not to go, who to deal with and who not to deal with. And when I gave God my yes, there was just a sense of calmness that just came over me. And the whole time it's just like he started to push me in areas that I felt uncomfortable with. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about some of the things that I have done and accomplished. I'm just like, the old me would have been like, oh no, I'll be in the background. I'm too shy for this or too shy for that, or I'm not an orator, I'm not a speaker and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But when we give God our yes and we surrender to him, he will start pushing us in areas in our life that we feel like we're not even qualified for. And that's just not in this does not just belong in your personal life, but even in your relationships with people. You may feel as if, hey, I don't have this college degree, I don't know how to do this particular job, But I just feel like I need to be there. If it's in God's will and he push you in that area, he's going to make things work together for you so that you are more than qualified. So what if you don't have the degree? So what if you don't have the experience? If you give him his yes and it's in his will and he wants you to go there or be a certain place or sit at the table amongst the elite, then you belong there. What we fail to realize is that sometimes we are the one that's standing in our own way. We are the one that's blocking our own blessings. And it starts with our mind. We start thinking, oh, I'm not qualified, I'm not good enough. What is it about me that I should be put here, or what is it about me that I should be put there, based on my past, how I grew up, the people that I was around. But when we realize that this life is not just designed for us, the things that we've been through and went through in life, and I like to say came through in life, are not just for your growth, are not just for your upbringing, or to mold and to cultivate you and to push you into your destiny, into your purpose, but that is also for someone else too. So if you're in your own way and you're standing in your own way, you are actually being a hindrance to someone else's prayer. For an example, if God delivered you from something, or you've overcame something, just say a drug addiction, and you want to keep it hush hush, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to tell anybody, I don't care, I don't know what they may say about me, I don't know how they may feel about me, so I'm going to keep this to myself. But that thing, that deliverance that God delivered you from, that particular thing, is not just for you. Someone else is struggling with that same addiction. Someone else is struggling with that same battle. And if we're really truthful with ourselves, we all are addicted to something. We all have something that we can't seem to shake, something that just has a stronghold on us, something that we can't get rid of. Yours may not be a drug addiction. Yours may be that you're not a good steward over the stuff that you have. Yours may be that you overthink. You're addicted to, being a workaholic, so you're neglecting your family, you're neglecting yourself. We all have something that we're battling with. But we have to also realize that these things are so heavy, they're so strong, they're out of our control. But when we learn how to just surrender and give God our yes, okay, God, you handle it, you take care of it, then that's when he'll start opening doors for us. First, he'll give you a sound mind. He'll give you peace because you are surrendering these things over to him. And that's what he wants us to do. He doesn't want us to carry around these baggage of being feeling like we're struggling, we're being constantly disappointed, because the frustration comes in because we're trying to handle it on our own, and we're not designed for that. So we need to learn how to just get in a place of putting away that foolish pride. Stop worrying about what people are going to say, what they're going to think. Stop worrying about who's going to look at you funny, who may leave your life, who you may invite into your life. You need to not worry about those things. When you give God your yes, when you give him you just totally surrender over to him, that's when he will start blessing you on a level that it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be have a feeling as if like, I'm not deserving of this, but he's going to reassure you that you are. But as long as we're in our way and we're trying to fix these things, and like I said, even if you do accomplish it, me personally, like I said, I was accomplishing a lot, but it just felt like I was exhausted. I was I was just feeling so overwhelmed. And I'm like, the reason is because I was trying to fix this and do these things on my own. Like, I left God. So I just want to encourage someone today is that you have to get to that place in your life when you're just like, okay, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough. I'm ready to experience this thing on another level. I'm ready to go to the next level in my life. It feels like every time I take 2 steps forward, I get pushed back 3 steps. You have to learn how to just surrender and give God your yes. That's all he wants is your yes. He didn't ask you, did you qualify? You don't have to fill out a job application when you come to him. He just wants you to just trust him with everything and let him work out the kinks. Let him work out how, if he placed on your heart that I'm supposed to open up this business, and you're sitting there thinking like, well, oh, I'm never going to do it because my finances are not in order, my credit score is not right. He didn't ask you all that. He just said, are you going to trust me with it? Because here's the thing. If God has given you a vision, God has placed something within your heart, God has given you a dream, a desire that is burning on the inside, that thing will not let you rest. It won't let you sleep. You're constantly thinking about it. You're constantly visualizing yourself in this particular area, doing this particular thing, being this particular person. That is your purpose. So if he gave it to you, if he give you your purpose, he is going to create provision for that thing to manifest in your life. He is going to help you birth this thing. He's not going to give it to you. But if you continue to just doubt and come up with excuses and don't surrender and give God your yes, you're going to find yourself stuck in this whole thing, and that's all you're going to have is just a vision. You're only going to have dreams. You're only going to be sitting there on a wish and a hope and a possible, when he is just saying that I gave this to you. When I created you, I had a purpose for your life. So I know what I'm doing. But there are some avenues that we may have to take in order to birth this thing. But if we try to do it in our own will, it's going to get heavy. It's going to get hectic. And we're going to probably find ourselves along that journey to get real disappointed, because we're trying to do it on our own strength. And this thing is too heavy for us to do it. So what I just want to encourage someone out there today is just give God your yes. Stop trying to fix everything, especially those things that are out of your control. Handle what you can handle. The rest, give it over to him. And I promise you, I'm a living witness. He will work these things out for you. You don't have to go to bed every night worrying about how your bill's going to get paid. Being a single parent, how I'm going to take care of these kids. Let God be the head of your household until he, even if he does bless you with a husband or a wife, let him continue to be the head of your life. Because I'm telling you, once you give him your yes, you will have a desire to let him lead and you follow. And you will be surprised and you will be so shocked at the places that he is going to lead you, the doors that are going to be open for you. There's someone out there that is waiting to sign a check to help endorse your business. There's someone out there that's waiting to continue to be a friend for you, to help you through those hard times. He will put people in your life that wants to see you elevate, that are going to be there to help hold on to your vision, to your dreams. He's going to place those people in your life. And then here's the sad thing. Those people that we thought were supposed to be there, not in all cases, but in some cases, those people that we thought were going to be there, that was going to be able to go on this journey with us, he may say, okay, the buck stops here. I know you all have history. I know that's your boo. I know you love him. I know you love her. I know that's your BFF and this, that, and the other. But where I'm trying to take you, they can't go, because all they're going to do is be a distraction. They're going to hold you back. They're going to hold you down. And I'm trying to let you fly high, and you cannot fly high with this dead weight on you. So he's going to cut some things loose. He's going to cut some places that you used to go. He's going to cut that stuff out. And when he does, don't feel sad, because everything that he takes away from you when you give him your yes, trust me that what he replaces with that is going to be 10 times, a million times greater than what was once there. So I just want to encourage someone today is that stop trying to figure this thing called life out on your own, because we don't have all the answers, and we're not going to have all the answers. Handle what you can handle. Step out there on faith. Trust God, and just know that he is who he is in your life. He is not going to leave you. He won't forsake you. And if you just really take a moment and be honest with yourself and look back over the things that you've been through and that you came through, that you flew through, and was like, that I thought that was going to take me out. I thought that depression was going to weigh me down. I thought those suicidal thoughts were going to manifest and I was going to take my life. I thought because I grew up with a broken home that I would never have a family, someone who loved me, someone who's going to be there for me. I never thought that because I wasn't the smartest person, so they say, in school, my grades didn't reflect that. I would never be a CEO of a company. I'd never be the CEO of my own company, my own business. Don't think that way, because what you're doing is those thoughts are lies. Those thoughts are lies. They're not of God. He created you with a purpose, and he created you perfectly. So delete those thoughts from your mind. Trust him, and just know that he is going to elevate you to the place in your life where you need to be if we just trust him. So again, I just want to come in real quick, because these are some things, and me personally, I'm at a place in my life where I just want to be very transparent. I don't have to put on a mask. I'm not trying to compete with the next person. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I'm just going to be authentically unapologetically Courtney. And that's all I want to be. And so I just want to encourage someone out there today is remove yourself out of the equation. Give God your yes. Surrender it all, and I promise you, it may not feel like it, and it may not even look like he's there. It may look like you're struggling and you're trying to get through these things on your own, but trust and believe when I tell you that you're not. He's right there where you are. If you're in the valley, he's there. If you're on the high mountains, he's there. If you're in somewhere in between, he's right there. All you have to do is give him your yes, and let him order your steps. Let him direct your path. You don't have to figure this thing out on your own, but also be mindful that when he tells you to move. When he doesn't, don't move. It's okay. Everybody thinks that we're supposed to be running this race that's just so fast and so swift. Sometimes he has some of us on a slower pace. It doesn't mean that we're not moving. We're just strategically moving to his plan. So just know that just because someone over here it seems like their career is taking off and yours is just kind of like slowly, gradually moving and going, it's okay. Don't get discouraged by that. Stop looking at what everybody else and stay focused. Stay focused and aim with the purpose. You don't have to be. You're not that person. You don't know their story. Their story is different from yours. Maybe you need a little more training, and that's okay. Maybe you need to go through a little bit more so that when he gets you to that place of your destiny, of your point in life, and these things do come and they try to devour you, your armor will be so thick. Your armor will be so hard that they will not be able to penetrate you to take you out. So, again, give God your yes. Surrender to him. Let him lead and you follow. And I promise you, your life will be full of blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings, starting with a sound mind, starting with the peace, starting with an environment within your surrounding that is just calm. Even when the storms do come, he will still give you peace because he's right there. And because you trust him with your life, I promise you he'll make things so much greater than what it is. So don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Stop comparing yourself to the next person. Stay in your lane and run your pace. And I promise you, when you give God your yes, and I'm speaking from experience, he will start opening up doors for you. He will start positioning you in places that you yourself on paper don't even qualify for. But because you gave him your yes and you are trusting him with your life and you're trusting him to help manifest your purpose and your vision and your dreams, everything is going to work together for your good. He's going to work these things out. It doesn't look like it right now, and it may not even feel like it. I totally get it. And it may even feel like you want to just give up and be like, bump this stuff. I don't even care anymore. We all get to that point. But I just want to encourage you that if you just keep running your pace, whether you're running 5 miles an hour, 10 miles, 15, whatever, just continue to run that thing and be content and be grateful in that place. And also realize and understand that this is not the end all be all to your dreams. This is not the end all be all to your situation. Even if you do stumble even if you do stumble along the way, it is okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Get up, brush yourself off, and be like, okay, Lord, I'm going to try to run this thing a little bit more faster, how you want me to run it, and be a little bit more aware of what it is that I've done or didn't do, the reason why I failed, so I don't make that mistake. Don't depend on your own strength, because like I said, this stuff can be heavy. Just ask God to lead you, and then he will. When you invite him in, give him your yes, and let him continue to order your steps, you are going to be sitting so high that when you're going to be sitting so high in your life that you'll be able to be a blessing to someone else by word, by action, by deed, by just being there, saying, hey, I've been there, done that, look at me, so don't ever give up. Keep pushing, keep praising, keep praying. And I promise you, if you give God your yes, he will work it out for you. And remember that, he loves you. He loves you. There's nothing you can do to change that. Just embrace it. And also remember to love yourself, to know that you deserve nothing but the best. So keep pushing. Remember that self-love is truly the best love.